Ding 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 ding. Is Hugh gone? You're damn right, motherfucker.
What's up, you guys? I'm Haley Gardner, but you guys already know that. I am back in Calgary. I would like to say that this is gonna be my backdrop till the end of time, but it's simply not. Because Haley is a nomad this year. Haley has been living out of this suitcase since March. I know you guys were probably really excited that I was starting a YouTube and excited that my hair is blue because I'm excited about both things. We're gonna get right into my second video. I mean, I guess it could kind of be my first video because the first video I put out was more of an introduction about who I was. And I don't know why I'm choosing to start here, but we're gonna go for it. Side note, there is a fly in my room right now. It's gonna be buzzing like a bee, and I'm just gonna have to pretend it's not there, and so will you. So where we're starting off, guys, it's a crazy, adventurous, scary tale about my battle with a goat. Okay? So right now I'm back in Alberta. I'm about to start this contract that I was supposed to start. I was supposed to open this show March 28th. It is now September 1st. Love that for me. And while I've been here, since April, I was living with my castmate Ray and her family. So I'm living in her mom's house with her mom, and then Ray lives with her 2 kids in the house next door. But we live on a farm. I lived here from April to July just because I didn't know if this contract was going to start up. And I was enjoying myself out here, and I knew that COVID was obviously worse in Toronto, and I knew that all the work that I was getting here was virtual work. Oh my god, someone just fucking texted me while I'm trying to record this video. Back to your regularly scheduled programming. So, I didn't want to go back to Toronto when COVID was at its height. And I knew all the work that I was getting here virtually would be the same amount of work that I would be getting in Toronto. So I just decided to stay here. On this farm, we had a dog, E-I-E-I-O. Just kidding. I feel like so many of my friends and people that don't know me are gonna be watching these videos just thinking like, Haley, you're not funny. And I'm gonna be like, yeah, I am! Yes, I am. Anyway, on this farm, we have horses, 2 horses that are next door to us, and they say hello to me, and I'm kind of scared of them, but I'm also like, oh my god, you're so majestic, good for you. And they're like,
don't talk to me.
So they're next door. We have 2 cats. One of them's named Callie, and she's black, and she hates me, but I love her anyway, and I just give her all the cuddles, and like, you're gonna love me one day, even though you won't stop meowing when I touch you. And then Oreo, who is like white with like black spots. He's super cute. He just comes in for food, but he's not really our cat. He just comes to eat and then leaves. Kind of like my ex-boyfriend. Anyway, we just recently got, I think it's 5 ducks, in replacement for the goats. The main topic of this video is the goats. In specifics, Hugh the goat. Hugh the goat. We got Hugh the goat, I'd like to say end of May. And then not too long after, Teresa came. Teresa is the female goat. He's a big guy, and he's like a good looking guy compared to some goats. I will leave some videos in this video. He's a beautiful guy. He's just a fucking asshole. Anyway, so we got Hugh first, then we got Teresa. My castmates wanted to have baby goats, sell them for meat, make goat cheese and get goat milk like a real farm girl. Ray's best friend, Anthony, he's from Kenya and he's like done a lot of goat herding before, or whatever the fuck you want to call it. He was telling me about how last year, I guess, he got this goat. He like befriended it, but he bought it to kill it. And he literally spent the whole day with this goat and then hung him upside down in his shower and cut his head off. I don't like that. And I wish you didn't tell me that. Hugh the goat people, Hugh the goat. We are getting there. We are getting to this story. I promise it's worth it. I made friends with this goat. I would go into the area and just hang out and he would like rub against me with his horns. I was initially scared, but Ray's like, oh my gosh, no, he's a really nice girl, like you'll love him. We were just pals. And then Teresa came. His whole like aura just changed a bit. And I'm like, okay, I think we're still okay though, because like he's rubbed up against me before. It's all good. We're still pals. We were pals for like 2 months too. Like it was good, it was fine. Him wanting to hook up with Teresa really bad and her going, yeah, yeah, yeah. He was getting frustrated, he was getting sexually frustrated. I could see it. I'm just like, Hugh, I'm so sorry. Like, I totally understand your pain because whenever I talk to a guy, they think I'm a lesbian. So like, I get it. So one day, I think early July, I am talking to my friend, Sebastian, / everyone knows him as Bash, my baby. Bash, if you're watching this, love you, beach. If he watches this, he's probably gonna die because I'm on the phone with him. I'm FaceTiming him after I haven't talked to him in a long time. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so great. I feel like so good. My heart feels so happy talking to this lovely human being. And then I'm like, oh my gosh, you know what? I'm gonna humble brag and like toot my own horn a little bit and show you my goat friend, Hugh the goat. This is where things go awry. So I'm headed over to the barn and I go over there and Teresa's just being her little like passive aggressive, old school submissive female type, and Hugh sees me. I'm like jumping over the fence while I'm on the phone with Bash. And I'm like, oh my gosh, you need to meet Hugh. I jump over the fence and while I'm on the phone, I see Hugh and he just like looks at me and he just starts running at me, bashing me, and I'm just like freaking out, but I'm still on the phone with Bash, and I'm like, oh my gosh, Bash, he's like acting up, he's like acting kind of weird, so like, I'll call you right back. And then I hang up the phone, like throw my phone, and this goat, like I know you guys think I'm being dramatic right now, but this goat was like trying to fucking kill me. This goat was trying to kill me. I'm just like, yo, Hugh, it's me, it's Haley, like I'm your friend, remember? And he's just like going on his back, like on his back legs and just ramming me. And this is a big goat, okay? I literally was in there for like 5 minutes and then I'm screaming for help because he's like up to here on me. I'm short, I'm 5'1", but he's tall and his horns are big. He's bashing me time and time again. Like 5 minutes goes by, I'm just like freaking out. I don't know what to do. I'm like going into shock. And I'm just like yelling for help, like, hello, help me, please, I need help. And no one was coming. And I'm like, cool, so this is how I die. This is literally how I'm gonna die right now. I'm just like staring at this goat and he keeps like bashing me. At one point he like tried to go like bash the back of my knee so I'd like flip. I wasn't having it. Thankfully, I'm flexible, so it's like, ee! It was really scary. The 10-minute mark hits. And I'm just looking at him like, you know, I don't want to hurt you, but like I'm really done with you right now. Like I'm done. This is annoying and you're hurting me. So I literally just like, it's almost like I blacked out, full on rage, like Dragon Ball Z.
I will make you suffer!
I just went at him. I grabbed him by the horns and I just shoved him like really hard, and like me and him were like battling because he's super strong. Then I just rammed him and threw him into like behind the gate and slammed it on him. It was like the most proud moment of my life. 125-pound Lamana just turned into the Hulk and just beat this goat's ass. You want to mess with me? You can mess with me for like 10 minutes. But if I have to survive, I'm gonna survive. Tell that to my mental health. My God. Meanwhile, he's trying to like bust down the door. Like, it was insane. I'm like sprinting to jump over the fence so he doesn't catch up to me, because if he knocked down that door, he would have caught up to me. I'm a fast runner, but clearly a goat, when they're angry, they're faster than you. So I booked it. I get back inside and I get on the phone. I don't know why I said this. I was just like really nervous. I'm like, hey, sorry, my phone died. Meanwhile, I literally told him I was hanging up on him. I just played it cool and I acted like nothing happened and we continued our conversation. Meanwhile, in my head, I was like, yo, I just fought a goat and won. I'm a fucking badass bitch. I was pretty impressed with myself. Fast forwarding from that moment where I almost died because a goat tried to kill me to now, Hugh is no longer here. I'm sorry I'm burping so much. Like, what is wrong with me? Excuse me. Excuse me. Hugh is no longer here. Neither is Teresa. I have to backtrack. So after I told my castmate this, she was like, oh, well, you shouldn't be going in there anyway. And Hugh's like super nice. Maybe you just got him angry. And I'm like, girl. She's like, oh, he's probably just playing with you. Like, he likes to play. I'm like, girl. This goat tried to kill me, girl. You're not gonna tell me that he was trying to play. He wasn't. He was trying to kill me. So she said all this. Now fast forward. I shouldn't have done that. I'm a juju power. Fast forward to now. So the neighbor who owns the 2 horses, she's this beautiful 85-year-old lady, very healthy. Like, I would guess she's like in her mid 70s. Like, she's super, super sweet, super cool. I guess Hugh was about to get out of his area, his barn area, and Shirley, I'm not sure why she would think that this would turn out well for her. She tried to put him back in. He then attacked her, knocked her over. She said, like, if no one came to get me, I would have been killed. Like, I would have died. And Ray told me this, and I'm like, what did I say? You didn't listen to me. Now they're gone because battling a 27-year-old female versus an 85-year-old female is a different thing. But still, I met her too, okay? I was bruised all over because I was in such a rage and in such like an adrenaline mode. I didn't even feel the pain anymore. I was just like trying to win this battle and save myself. That night, when I was looking at my body, my whole body was bruised. Like, all of my legs were bruised. My ass, yo, my ass was black, yo. My butt, my buttocks were very dark, very purple, black, blue. Looking back on the things I've done. all the colors you don't want to see on your butt cheeks. My arms were all bruised too. There's one bruise on my upper leg, on my quad. Most of it was like black purple, but then in the middle, because he like not grazed, but like swiped me with the end of his horn, there's like a red line in the middle of it. And when I was initially looking at it, I'm like, yo, that red line is gonna be a scar for sure. It's not red anymore, but I can still see it. But it's also kind of hardcore. It's a hardcore story. And maybe that's why the heavens were like, yo, Haley, you need this scar because people need to know that battle you faced in Okotoks, Alberta, y'all. I could have viewed it as like a bad thing, but when I saw all those bruises, I'm like, yo, I am hardcore!
You're not hardcore unless you live hardcore.
I was like, yo, that is metal. That is metal. I fought a goat and won, yo. But yeah, that's my story, and I can die at 101 years old because I'm really healthy. And say, oh, well, kids, I fought a goat one time, and I won. Your grandmama is a badass bitch. So I hope you guys enjoyed that story. I will be sharing more horror stories from Haley's life with y'all. I want to show you guys some music, some dancing, some skits and stuff, but I have to get that going, and also my life is a whirlwind right now. If you like me, please subscribe. I'd appreciate it the most, and I will do my best if you have anything on the go to support you guys as well. Artists have to support other artists, especially because of COVID. But yeah, if you like this, give it a like, subscribe to me, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Little update, guys. Hugh and Teresa, you're like, oh, where did they go? They were sent to a goat farm. Hugh's actually a boar goat. Insert photo of a boar goat here. Do you see that goat? That is a freaking WWE goat. That goat belongs at WrestleMania. And I fought that goat. And all I have to say, fuck yeah.